Rahim. I recently came to the dargah, and when I came, I stayed overnight. We slept on the floor, and I had one of the best sleeps ever. I wanted to ask, what is the rahmat of sleeping on the floor, and should I do this at home regularly?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What is the blessing? What is the rahmat of sleeping on the floor? It is a tradition of the prophets, a tradition of the Sahaba Kiram, it's a tradition of the saints. No. To sleep on the floor. For us, to sleep on the floor, to say, I'm no good for nothing, I cannot worship so much, I cannot do so many things, at least let me try to sleep on the floor once in a while. When you come here to visit, when you're here one night a week, your ego is not going to like it. You say, no, I'm sleeping on the floor not for this or for that, but because it is a sunnah. And because I say I love the Prophet and I love the awliya Allah, this is the sunnah, let me do it. Even if my ego hates it, you step on it. So if you want to do it at home, do it. If you want to do it more than that, no one is going to stop you. Because when you look at it, what else are we doing for the sake of Allah that you can say you sacrifice a little bit? A little bit of discomfort. We should try, inshallah rahman. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq wa fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. This way is not based on how you are suffering physically. It is not based on you starving yourself or hitting yourself or this. All that is very easy after a while to do. It is when you understand what your ego is and you're going against your ego. For some people, it's so easy to sleep on the floor, but it's hard for them to be patient. Impossible for them to be patient. They can sleep on the floor. Some, it is impossible for them just to be easy, just to swallow unpleasantness and just to say, it's no big deal, it's okay. For some, they can sacrifice other things, but if somebody touches them a little bit, what they think is their honor, they rise up like a lion. That's easy to do. Then you must ask yourself, who am I defending? Myself? Yourself? What are you losing? For others, be like a lion. Defend them, yes. For yourself, unless there is some great bodily harm that is going to come to you, be patient. Swallow it. And say, somebody is doing bad to me, I must have done some bad to someone. Definitely, we've done so many bad things to other people. So, maybe this is some sort of a payback. It's okay. What am I losing? What am I losing? Ask. Don't use too many words. Don't say my honor, my this and that. What honor? What are we losing? Nothing. Swallow it. It's okay. For some, it is so easy to do prayers and fasting, but they don't even know their ego. They don't know their arrogance. And they think being humble means just to speak nicely, softly, to have the look. To be humble, to look the part of humility is one of the easiest things that you can do. Don't you know, even American jewelry is not going to believe you. Try to be humble. Humility is where you place yourself, how important you think you are. And to be humble, you don't think yourself to be that more important than others. So, Inshallah, we try to understand. We must. These are the enemies within. If you don't conquer them, if you don't know them, all your good deeds, all your worship will be corrupted, it will be tainted. Then like Shaitan, all his worship and all his good deeds that he has done, because he's not stepping on his ego, he's not stepping on his arrogance and his stubbornness, all of that is just cancelled. He burned it himself. Don't think Allah created us to put us into the fire. There is no fire in hell. The awliya Allah is saying, we bring our own fire to hell. As the Prophet says, there is no garden, paradise is empty. Paradise is empty. It is what you build here that is going to make your paradise into a paradise. We are here to study ourselves. Don't look at me yelling at you and saying, why is this? Think of us as whatever you like. What is it? The best university in the world. That if you graduate, all doors of the world is going to open to you. And then the professor just ripping you into pieces, saying that you have no intelligence because you failed the last test. Think of it that way. If you don't like, what can I do? Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.